Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What does he say if we go this way, though? Is this door... There's no door, right?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
He's sarcastic, isn't he? It's fine. There's someone watching us. Let's go. A button with numbers. Guess we're gonna press it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, I do. I do indeed. It's gonna be us, isn't it, from all the cameras?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Wait, where's my
Stanley's
number?
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What's happening there? 427, that will be around here somewhere. That's my office, isn't it? No. 427, this one. Come on, change, I want to see me. Well, my office. Come. Yes. Yes, that's it. Do you see? It's like center screen. 427, that is us. Wow. Okay, let's go to the next platform then. Wow. Does anyone have a nicer office than us? In this?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Let's find out.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. Sure thing. Ooh. What are all these pretty lights? Okay, so I guess we'll go in the facility power and... I feel like I'm just doing the evil bidding, to be honest. What's this giant red button? Nothing. It's just offline. Okay. Well, I guess we go forward. Mind control idle, awaiting input. That's why we're able to move around freely, right? Because we're not being controlled. But then where's everyone else?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Or we could turn it on. But we should turn it off. Right? I bet we're gonna get an electric shock. I guess we'll turn it off. That's what we stand for. Let's do it. No! Don't! What? What? Okay, something is happening. Where?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
What is this?
Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
It's beautiful.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Nice. Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. Did we? Is this default restart?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't know what's going on. I guess, did we like beat the game? Is that what beat the game means? I don't know what's going on. Let's do what it says again. I mean, there must be something new, right? Because we're not just playing the same game over and over again. It's gonna be different, I bet, in some way or another.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Surprised he didn't comment on our like our moving suddenly. Username access, this is... Oops, okay, great. Let's save power, you know, help the planet, save the pandas, turn off the computer screens. Brilliant. Polar bears. And pandas. Save the world, you know, environmentally friendly. Save electricity. Let's go. This is different, isn't it? Did we... Where are we? Is this the same? Yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What happened this way again? Where did we end up? I don't remember. Let's go this way again, I guess. And this time we'll turn on the machine. But we'll see.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This... something will be different. So hey, that painting of the panda and the gun, that's horrible.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Okay, let's chill on the couch.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
What? What was down there? Is that... Next time we'll be standing here ready, okay? Right. Let's go. I'm glad we got that soothing music. That was cool. Okay, that was very cool.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Something will be different, I'm pretty sure of it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay, so we know it's all us.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yes. Yes.
Mind control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
This is new. Well, I didn't... What happened? 1, 2... 4 is up there. How am I... Oh! Is 3 up here? Do I have to press them in order? I guess. So we pressed 1, 2. What's this over here? 5. Where's 3? 1, 2, 3. This is cool. This is interesting stuff. 4 is up here. I have no idea what's gonna happen. This is a little freaky. Freaky, but it's cool. 4. And 5. This is exciting. Okay. This is cool. I have no clue why it's cool, because what are we actually doing? But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be cool. So let's go and press this 5 and see what happens. Anything? Is there a 6? There was a 6, right? Is there a 6 anywhere? Was there a 6? I don't know. What happened? We just pressed buttons randomly. And they didn't do anything. Oh, it's on the other side of this, right? Yes. No, this was 3. Okay. So that was interesting. I'm sure maybe one time we'll know what to do with them. I don't know. Let's go turn this machine on. Narrator?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Sorry.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Oh.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
No!
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
No!
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have
What's
so
in here?
little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until
We
the
should put in
bomb
1, 2, 3,
goes
4,
off.
5, right?
But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is
This
happening.
means I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
I should run out that door,
Other
shouldn't I?
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try
Let's
to make
escape.
sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Help!
Thank goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
Narrator, please!
What? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Yeah.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
Help me!
But here's a
Oh, we've got
spoiler.
more time.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Narrator?
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in to the moment I say happily ever up.
Oh, my word. Is that beatable? I don't even... Oh. Wow. That is so cool though, isn't it? Isn't it though? Okay. Okay, you know what, Miss Nida? We know where you stand now.